Good morning, old school Texas Tech. Happy Christmas Eve. It's December 24th. About to start traveling back to the United States myself to celebrate Christmas. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope it's a good holiday season for everyone. I just thought I'd come on one more last time before the end of the year. We've got some stuff planned for next year, obviously, but it's a busy time of the year, sports wise, as both basketball teams transition into conference play. The men still have a couple of non-conference games left that they should win, unless there's something I don't know about those two teams. But it looks like both. Men's teams will go, both men and women's teams will go into conference play 11-2 is what it looks like to me, unless I'm reading it wrong. Anyway, but first I wanted to do my five takeaways from the Independence Bowl, and then I'll kind of get into a little bit about what I think about basketball as we transition into conference play. So my first of the five takeaways from Shreveport, Tech just wanted it more. Um, I watched the everything leading up to it. I was impressed with the Cal coach. I was impressed with some things about Cal. I watched the Battle of Bands. I found it kind of amusing. Their fake bear needs a little needs a little work. I thought Tech did a good job with that, and that kind of just carried all the way into the game. Baron Morton looked a lot healthier than he did at any point in the season, which makes me really wonder what could have been had he been healthier. But we'll never know. Through 27, completed 27 passes out of 43. Through three touchdown passes, only one interception, and I just thought he looked really good throughout the game, and especially playing with some different players that he wasn't used to playing with throughout the season because of the portal and all that stuff. Taj basically 100 yards, 98 yards, one or two more carries. Probably wasn't worth the risk of any sort of injury. Is I'm sure he's got some big NIL money coming next year, and I'm sure he still has pro ambitions, even though he decided to come back. Probably has even more pro ambitions now than at any point. Cameron Valdez, 35 yards. I think that could kind of be a precursor to what we might see next year, like 100 yards a game from Taj. At least the goal should be 100 yards a game for Taj, and 50 to more than that for Valdez, because he is a little bit more of a he's more of a home run hitter than Taj is. We have some family on old school Texas Tech from Cameron Valdez's family. Really excited about him coming back. I think he's a great back. I think he'll get better at pass protection. I hope they figure out a way to incorporate him more into the offense. I think he could really be a real weapon, and he's still got 2 years of eligibility, so he could really be the next Taj. Different kind of player, but I think if they utilize him properly, he could be fantastic. He had a 15-yard carry in the game. His usually his highs usually a little bit longer than Taj. He's just a great player. Really excited to have him back. And then of course Taj played really hard as usual. Defense. In my opinion, defense has been underrated all season, with the exception of teams that were clearly more talented than us. And even Oregon, who was clearly more talented than us, I thought the defense played okay in that game, considering what they were up against. K State and UT, and then BYU, you can't blame on anybody. We were playing with the true freshman quarterback, but I think other than you take the K State game out. Clearly, they were more talented than we were this year. You take the Texas game out; they were clearly more talented than we were this year. Defense has been underrated all season. Held odd to 2.8 yards a carry. Um, they just did an excellent job making Cal one-dimensional. Another really great defensive performance. it's really cool to see Rabbit go out like he did, and also Tony Bradford. And I know some of the seniors couldn't play and things like that, but just really good, great to see Tim DeRuyter finish the season strong like that. I think he's an excellent defensive coordinator. I sure hope he is retained. Everything I've seen seems to indicate that he's coming back. Um, gave up some passing yards in the game, but we also took three interceptions. So just a great game. I felt like we wanted it more. I felt like the geographical location was definitely a benefit to us. I'm going to be not going to be too far from that area during part of the Christmas holiday, so just excited to get the win. I think it's the last time we played in the Independence Bowl since 1998, and I believe I didn't hear anything about it, but I think it may be the worst first time we've ever won that game. I think we've lost all our other meetings at the Independence Bowl. I may not be right about this. If I'm not right, someone correct me in the comments. Oh, and if you could sign up, subscribe, and like, would really appreciate it. All right, men's basketball. We've got two more non-conference games. Unless there's something I don't know. I know one of them was Sam Houston State. Unless there's something I don't know, it looks like we're probably going to win those two games, but nothing's a given, especially in basketball. So it looks to me like we're both going to go in, both the men's and the women's team are going to go into conference play with probably 11 wins. Anyway, I was looking at the men's schedule. We open against Texas. That game's on the road. They're good. Can we beat them? I don't know. I don't know. But I think what's going to be more telling for me is to me this is going to be a matter of can we keep pace with the Big 12. So to me, really the games where I'm really going to be looking at, if of course we can beat Texas, that would be huge. But K State, Oklahoma State, both at home on the 9th and the 13th. Can we get both of those? Can we get both of those wins? Because to me, that's going to kind of indicate whether we can keep pace for the to have a real shot at the NCAA tournament. I think we've done, especially if we finish out the last two. I think we've done what we've needed to do non-conference to give ourselves a chance. But can we beat teams like that? Can we beat teams like Central Florida? Be like some of the new teams coming in are good at really good at basketball, but can we get wins against the K State? Obviously, they lost a key player recently. Can we beat Oklahoma State at home? That's going to tell us a lot whether we can keep pace in the conference. Lady Raiders dropped the last two. Disappointed about that, but still an 11 to start 11 straight game wins to start the season. Pretty impressive. Coach Gerlich has never won more than six conference games. I was gonna put a poll up, decided not. Decided I'll wait a little bit and see how we get started. But how many more will it take? How many more are we gonna need? We're gonna need more than six. Is it gonna take? Would eight get us? Would eight conference wins get us in? 19. Would nine conference wins get us in? I think I don't know. I think probably somewhere around nine. It would probably take about nine conference wins, maybe 10 to get us in. So it's gonna be fun to watch. To me, we're definitely a better team than we have been, at least on the women's side. So it's gonna be fun to watch. Anyway, I'm gonna go finish packing. I've enjoyed doing these videos, and we'll have more coming next year. Everybody have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. All the best.